On Thursday afternoon, United States Senator Chuck Grassley held a question and answer session with students at Ottumwa High School. After thanking them for the invitation, Grassley explained what he hopes to accomplish with these types of sessions.
First of all, it's a pleasure to have an invitation to come to this high school. I try to get to 10 to 15 high schools a year for the reason that you're constituents of mine, and you got to know what your constituents have on their mind if you're going to represent them. And it happens that I just came from what you call an open town meeting in Albia, and people your age can't get out of school to come to those town meetings, so that's why I go to a few high schools every year.
Students asked a variety of questions, with the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the extent of the U.S. involvement being the first to pop up.
The extent to which Americans would be there, military people be there, because we have a lot of Americans there. They're there voluntarily, and probably, obviously, civilians, not have government troops in Ukraine, if that's what your question is. Now, on the other hand, if you watch the news today, you'll hear that the president is taking certain actions against Russia that we call sanctions, to attempt to get them to understand that there's going to be some penalties.
Another student asked about the blocking of Merrick Garland's nomination compared to that of Justice Barrett, a question he said he had received earlier in the week.
I'll give you the same answer I gave them. It's kind of a historical answer, and it relates to whether the president and the senator are of the same political party or the president and the senate are different political parties. So the history that we use, when I say we, it's you can document it. I think since 1886, there's always been, in a presidential election year, a nomination approved if the Senate and the president was of the same political party. And when they aren't of the same political party, they haven't been approved.
Grassley was also asked about his support for term limits in Congress.
I have voted for it 3 times. It hasn't been recent. You know that in order for it to happen, you have to amend the Constitution. And when it came up in the United States Senate, I don't remember the exact vote, but I know it got more than a majority vote. But it didn't get the 2/3 vote that you learned in government class that you have to get a constitutional amendment out. So I voted for it. And by the way, the specifics of it would be that you'd serve 2 6-year terms if you were a member of the Senate, and you'd serve 6 2-year terms if you were a member of the House of Representatives.
With Thursday's event, the students at Ottumwa High finally had the chance to talk to their congressman. For Ottumwa Radio News, I'm Kyle Smith.